Hey everyone, so I saw Sister I like that teaser video and I couldn't help but saw Bora's makeup straight away, and I thought I'll do this look for you guys now because knowing me, I'll probably do another look on the day that it released. The first thing we'll be doing is priming our eyes, and I'll be using the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base to prime over my lids. And then the eyeshadow palette we're using is from Pony Effect in the palette called So Gorgeous, and we're going to take the second darkest shade from the palette, which is called Imposing, and I'm just applying this. The reason why I'm using this first is because I want the shimmer in the look, and then taking the darker shade which is called Opulent, hopefully I said it right, which is like a dark brown. As you can see, I attached Bora's eye look here, and then we're just following the eye shape, and then we're going to blend it out with the golden shade called She, and I'm just applying this on the crease, just blend out the harsh line. For the bottom lash line, and taking a smaller brush, I'll be tipping into the two darker shade in the same palette, and I'm just applying this on the outer part of the lower lash line. And as you can see from this video, the shade was a bit darker, so I'm just blending it on the top as well so it matches to the top of the lid. And then onto the eyeliner, and I'm just doing like a little wing, and I'm using this Real Lasting eyeliner from One Day Tattoo, which is just a black eyeliner. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm not too worried about how perfect the eyeliner is because we're going to take a black eyeshadow soon and we're just blending it out because we don't want the eyeliner too sharp or too bold, if that makes sense. So I'm just taking the color pop in the shade Roulette, which is just a normal black eyeshadow. So what I'm doing here is I'm just applying this on top of the wing that I've already done with an angle eyeshadow brush, and then I'm going to tie line with my Marc Jacob black eyeliner, and I'm going to curl my lashes properly here because we're not applying falsies, but I'm using two mascaras. So the first one is the Benefit Diary mascara for lengthening, and the Fairy Drop mascara for lengthening it as well because I have really short lashes, so I want, you know, the oomph on my eyelashes. So I'm just applying those on the top and the Benefit at the bottom lashes. And back to the Pony Effect eyeshadow palette again, and taking the shimmery gold shade called Good Looking, and I'm just applying this on the inner part of the eyes, and the eye look is complete. And for the face, we're going to bronze our face with the Missha Color Beam shader in the shade BR03, and I'm just applying this, you know, the usual on the cheek, on the chin, and on the forehead. And then onto the blush, I can't really see much blush, but I'm going to use like this peachy shade because I could see a bit of like a peachy tone on her cheek, and I'm using this Too Faced Love Flush in the shade Love Hangover. And for the highlighter, I'm using the Color Pop Weaves, but I would recommend using a whiter shade because this one is too beigey. But I'm just applying this a lot on the cheekbone and a lot on the nose. And onto the lips, first we're going to use lip liner, and I'm using the Jordana lip liner in the shade Rose Crush, which is a nude shade. And then taking a mauve shade, and I'm using this Color Pop Dopey, and I'm just applying this on the top. I swear to you guys, it looks more mauve in real life than in the video, and it actually matches Bora's look, I reckon. And I'm just smudging it out, and the look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll see you soon. Bye.